Hey everyone, it's Rachel Wolfson here. Today I'm with a very special guest. I'm with the one and only Joe Lubin, founder and CEO of ConsenSys. Hi Joe.
Hey Rachel, thanks for having me.
How's it going?
Great.
What are your thoughts on ETHDenver so far?
We tasked our marketing team to figure out who to bring here, and I think they identified 25 or 30 people. It's got a big presence and doing some different events. And all of our other teams decided, hey, we want to go too. So they dipped into their budgets, and we have about 100 people here.
And did you speak at ETHDenver this year?
I will speak in 4 hours.
Okay, and what will you be speaking about?
Blockchain.
Okay. Anything specific about blockchain?
Well, I will answer the questions, the very difficult questions that are posed. My guess is I'll be asked about regulation in the space and global macro headwinds and how the ecosystem is doing, and innovation like ZK EVM and account abstraction, and how ConsenSys is doing, and what MetaMask is up to, what Infura is up to.
Right. Speaking of ZK EVM, which is ZK Ethereum Virtual Machine, you guys are rolling that out. Can you kind of go into a little more detail there?
Sure. So ZK EVM is a class of layer 2 solutions, like layer 2 networks that sit on top of layer 1 Ethereum. Essentially, our ecosystem started out as a single, all contained in a single monolithic protocol, Ethereum, and it is modularizing. So we're seeing the security layer be its own thing. We're seeing the execution layer being teased out into its own thing. We're seeing very soon data availability being another major module. Inside each of those modules, we're seeing sub-modularization. In the execution layer, where we can have hundreds and thousands of transactions per second in these additional networks that all get the security guarantee of layer 1 Ethereum, we're seeing the different approaches essentially. So ZK EVM, or one of the earliest successful approaches, was optimistic roll-up layer 2s, where many transactions are bundled and condensed into a single transaction roughly on Ethereum layer 1. There's probably a more computationally efficient approach called zero knowledge rollups, and so that's what ConsenSys and a handful of our competitors / collaborators are doing.
Right. Privacy solutions seem to be a major theme at ETHDenver this year. I mean, have you noticed that?
I've noticed a lot of things going on, and certainly privacy solutions are important. Privacy has always been important, and sort of the accepted understanding of how society and the economy should work for ever until more recently. Roughly 20 years ago, the world started to evolve and twist into a sense that governments should be able to track in extreme detail, extreme granularity, what everybody is doing, either with respect to how they spend their money, different kinds of transactions, even how businesses are essentially making payments, wiring money around the world. And so it's a deep philosophical discussion that's been going on for a couple decades now, and hopefully the norm swings back to, hey, privacy is a fundamental right. Yes, we need certain protections in society, and that involves enabling the government to scrutinize certain things, but I think the government and law enforcement should do good old-fashioned detective work when they think something is amiss. There's a lot of new information that they can use that's written on the blockchain, but I think many people in our ecosystem believe that that people and organizations should have the fundamental right to privacy in their transactions, and this technology supports that.
What's next for the Ethereum network and for the Ethereum ecosystem as a whole? Just what are your thoughts on that?
So constant innovation. The next major phase for the Ethereum protocol, so the base layer protocol, is enabling the deposits that validators have made to be released. So for quite a long time, stakers or validators on the Ethereum network staked their Ether so that they could participate in the network and get rewards from the protocol. And they did that with the understanding that, hey, it could take a couple of years before they can access either their rewards or their original stake. And so very, very soon there will be a hard fork, a shifting in the protocol so that that stake and those rewards are released. And then the next major evolution after that really gets us moving in the direction of the fabled sharding, where it's part of the modularization of the Ethereum protocol, where these execution layer things, these roll-ups, they need a huge amount of guaranteed available data to prove to layer one network that, hey, these things, this execution that we did, it actually happened. And so it requires a lot of data that can be looked into in order to make certain kinds of proofs to the main, to layer one, essentially. And so we move in the direction of a simple version of sharding, proto-dank sharding, in the next evolution, the Cancun evolution.
Got it. Well, that's exciting. Last question. What do you think about liquid death?
Liquid death got me and some close friends through some very dangerous situations at Burning Man.
Good to know. Okay, well, thank you so much. Thanks, Joe. It's been a pleasure.
Cool. Thanks, Rachel.
Thanks.